Back on the SportsMax Zone on the eve of the Preakness in Maryland, the Australian betting solutions provider BetMaker will sponsor the Triple Crown series of races for 3-year-old horses in Jamaica, and it will start on the 5th of June at Caymanas Park. Let's get the details now in this report.
Australian-based company BetMakers were on Thursday officially announced as the new sponsors of the Triple Crown series at Caymanas Park in Jamaica. The 2021 BetMakers Triple Crown races will commence on June 5th with the Jamaica 1000 and 2000 guineas. July 3rd will see the Jamaica St. Leger. Then on Independence Day, August 6th, the final leg of the Triple Crown will feature the 101st running of the Jamaica Derby.
The Triple Crown series is always highly anticipated by racing fans and horsemen alike. With the addition of the Portmore and the Kingston as the final two stops in the road to the Triple Crown over 1,500 meters, the transition of the 3-year-olds to the BetMakers Triple Crown series should be a smooth one, with the first real test starting over 1,600 meters in, of course, the 1,000 and 2,000 guineas on June the 5th. She's a Wonder and Further and Beyond have given us an outstanding show thus far, both nabbing 2 wins each in the road to the Triple Crown. Miniature Man showed fans that he would not be counted out, sharing the #1 spot in the inaugural running of the Kingston this past weekend.
You've seen persons like BetMakers from as far as Australia have signed up with us with a 5-year contract. That shows you the level of confidence that people are now seeing at Caymanas Park globally. This is the first time a Triple Crown series is going to be launched, where we're now on the World Wide Web and speaking to how many countries, Mr. Wills, at the moment? So you potentially have 157 countries that are logged in and engaged on a weekly basis. I get immediate feedback of what is going on at the racetrack in the morning, at exercise, during the day, in the night time, whether it's an exercise day or race day, and with all the fireworks on the weekend, my phone has been inundated with messages.
The overall purse for the Triple Crown stands at 19.5 million Jamaican dollars, or over 129,000 US dollars.
Yeah, very intriguing Triple Crown series ahead of us, because we are seeing signs that well, certainly for the Phyllis, She's a Wonder looks pretty solid, but Further and Beyond, given what happened in the Kingston, looks to have some challenges, George and Mariah, although because it will be all at the same weight in the Guineas and the Derby, except the Phyllis getting an allowance. Further and Beyond will take a lot of beating, because the horses will be carrying the same weight as he'll have.
Definitely. And before George comes in to talk about the actual racing, I just want to say that, this means so much for Jamaica. The fact that they got an Australian company to sign with them, BetMakers, a $70 million contract that will run for 5 years. Lance yesterday offset, we were talking about how Jamaica, they pushed on despite the pandemic, and, Supreme Ventures, they went ahead and they did what they had to do. They did everything possible, to ensure that horse racing fans were able to get horse racing. And I feel like this is a good sign that, an Australian company is pumping money into the horse racing at Caymanas Park. It just shows that, despite the pandemic, they've pushed forward and they're going to be reaping the rewards, because I think the purses are definitely going to be bigger.
One of the things as a racing promoter that you love to have is you like to have competitive racing. It's what will get people to bet. It is what will get people to watch the races. It is what will get people to generate excitement leading up to the races. Thankfully, on the Colts side, although Lance said the boys will all be meeting at level weight, so it could be a different thing. We've seen enough to expect a battle royal for first place in that 2,000 guineas. Among the favorite, Further and Beyond, Miniature Man, whom he beat narrowly, well, whom he dead heated with in the Kingston, as the racing promoter, the racing secretary Denzel Miller Jr. said. Billy Wiz, who will come back strong, Regal and Royal, who ran a brilliant race in the Kingston, and a couple others as well will make it into a really, really good contest. So the promoter is very happy with that, because there is a lot of interest and different people believing that different horses have a live shot at winning. On the fillies side, She's a Wonder has been so awesome that it appears to be a one-horse race, but don't rule out the fact that the additional real estate in the Guineas, she may not enjoy the additional trip and all the additional the extension in journey. And although the other fillies will be carrying the same weight as her, she's been giving them weight and beating them. That could also count for something. And although you have a horse who's giving weight to his rivals and beating them, you say, well, okay, if you're at level weights, then you should beat them by further. Fact of the matter is, the strain of carrying a heavy impost time after time after time after time, it will take its toll at some point. But which point will it be when the toll is taken? That's also a consideration for the likes of Further and Beyond. But he is a class act. Miniature Man has advertised his well-being. The question is, can he do it with 57 kilos? I'm very much looking forward to the Colts and Geldings, because the 4 horses here with very, very good chances. And I'm also keen to see if She's a Wonder can establish herself as a super filly so soon after the super mare, She's a Man-Eater, left the building.
Yeah, and you know what? We also have to congratulate Supreme Ventures in, keeping the purses up, because the Derby, for instance, is going to be a $7 million race this year. It was $6.5 million last year. To be fair, it had been $8 million, 2017, 2018, and 2019. So we've still not gotten back to that stage. But racing is struggling. COVID-19 has put a damper on a lot of things in the horse racing industry. We have to reference the fact that Trinidad and Tobago's racing is struggling. There's no racing at the moment there. No. And the biggest race in Trinidad and Tobago so far this year would have been the Science Gold Sprint back in January. It carried a purse of about $6,500. Now, this is a race that would normally carry a purse of $15,000, $18,000, $20,000 US dollars, and it was run for just $6,500 this year. There's been no racing in Barbados since the start of this year, and only a couple of race meets after the COVID-19 break from March to November of last year. So the fact that the Supreme Ventures Racing and Entertainment Limited is able to put on racing consistently during the pandemic and keeping the purses up, kudos to them on keeping the sport of kings going in Jamaica.
Yep.
Yeah, break time.
Mm-hmm. Vincy Premier League, Lance.
Okay, yeah.
Start today.
Yes, coming up on Saturday, the Vincy Premier League.
How could
you can watch it on SportsMax. We start about 10:30, 11:30 Eastern Caribbean time. 2 matches opening the 2021 campaign. This, of course, is the 3rd edition of the Vincy Premier League, which had its debut season or debut series back in May of last year, and they had stage 2 of the tournament in November.
Driving up Ashley down to long off. He's gonna get a single. Goes again, this time over the cover. A fielder into the bung with a 4. As he mistimes this one, coming around, he takes the catch. Lovely shot in front of a point. Is he gonna get it? Yes. That's gone. Over the corner. A good shot. Is it going? Yes, it's gone all